Okay, we got a question from my buddy Ray J, who goes on to say that he has motor tics. Basically, they can be verbal or physical, but basically he's got like these weird outbursts, these physical outbursts that he says that he totally can't control. Sounds kind of like Tourette's to me. So he wants to know, he's saying that it's totally destroying his lifestyle. People are approaching him in a very different way now that he's started having these tics. What should he do? Okay, very first thing is, I'm not going to give you medical advice, but I'm just going to give you some ideas that you can consider. The very first one is, what medications are you currently taking? Because I know just through experience and watching people who have taken different ADD drugs and different psychotropic type medication, from your doctor, that it causes this. It causes like tics. I've watched my cousins, got like these weird tics, and I know that they're on medication. If you look at the pamphlets of a lot of these medications, there's a whole slew of weird ass side effects, and a lot of them are tics, neurological fucking tics. And it may be as simple as that. Maybe Tourette's, I don't know, go get diagnosed, or maybe that you're just getting this particular response to a chemical in your diet. It could be anything. Two paradigms, two ideas that I want to support you with beyond that. The very first one is that the nervous system, we all know this, I've spoken about this if you follow me on Strength. The nervous system is the energizing system of your muscular system, right? It's what's happening neurologically. So you got the brain, you got the brain stem, you got the peripheral nervous system. It all works like an electric system that shocks your muscle to do what it wants to do. Now, normally there's afferent and efferent messages coming out, so you know how to act appropriately based on the environment, right? But perhaps there's an imbalance between the afferent and efferent. It's just purely afferent, I think, right? Bang, you're just doing shit. You're not even thinking about doing it. It just happens. What we can do, because you're not the only one, so it might be more obvious in you and it might be a little bit stranger in you, but we're all harboring different forms of neurotic holding patterns. If you're watching this right now, just pay attention to your body. A lot of people hold their feet tight. A lot of people hold their hands tight. They don't even know they're doing it. My buddy Chris is always tapping his knee. Every time we're talking, he's tapping his fucking knee. Like, well, dude, what are you doing? Relax your knee. I know a lot of times I hold my belly tight. I know a lot of times I hold my eyes squinted like this or tighten my jaw. We're all doing this. And it's at a pretty subconscious level. It's pretty unconscious, We're holding our bodies tight, holding our chest rigid. We're holding our shoulders up at a very unconscious level. Yours just happen to be a bit more dynamic. So the same advice that I give people, all of us, every single one of us that have neurotic holding patterns, is the one that I'm going to offer you. And that is, you've got to meditate, right? There are different types of meditation. The type of meditation that I invite you to partake in would be a dynamic type meditation. If you watch my channel, if you watch all my channels, I'm always offering different ideas about bioenergetics, shaking the body, explosion, just going nuts, getting it all out of your system. I'm going to upload a video specifically about this on my Strength channel next week. It's ready to be uploaded for next week. So express yourself, get it out, because your body, you're just kind of like a volcano that's boiling over, and it's just like it's boiling out and spilling out into your nervous system. You've got to get it all out. Hit a bed with your arms or with a tennis racket, scream, yell, throw a temper tantrum, go crazy. Get it all, exhaust yourself completely. And then lay dormant, lay quietly for a while, and you'll notice that all of a sudden, you can chill the fuck out. All your muscles are going to be completely relaxed. That's what I invite you to do. But there are also, sitting meditations that may be a bit more tough. They're tougher for a lot of people to just sit there and shut your brain off and meditate. I find that if you meditate through the body, through what I call body meditations, you're going to be far better off. Okay, so that's one paradigm. I'm giving you a lot of ideas here, dude. The other thing is, it's a challenge. And you've got to recognize every single challenge in your life as an opportunity for growth. Now, you may believe in God or a universe or a spirit or Allah, whatever it is you choose to call it. But I think it's resourceful to have a paradigm, or to have some sort of, even if it's a figment of your imagination, right? God is a figment of your imagination. Still a resourceful idea for considering that big coach, that omnipresent, omnipotent coach is handing you a challenge to see if you're strong enough, or you can grow strong enough to overcome it. Every single challenge in our lives, everything that happens to you, no matter how tragic or how menial, because a lot of times they're very these challenges come in very tricky and sneaky ways. You didn't even know they came. Every single challenge, like the one that you're facing right now, is an opportunity to grow stronger. Whatever it is, required of your character in order to overcome this is the trait that you need to, or the virtue that you need to strengthen. So, for example, maybe you can never get rid of this. Maybe that's just what you're dealing with right now. But God, universe, right? Nature, whatever you want to call it, is challenging your patience. Is he patient and resilient? Well, no. For him to become the strongest version of himself, he will need to become more patient and resilient. Well, let's challenge this motherfucker with Tourette's, right? Now you're forced. You have no choice but to grow stronger in your character, particularly the virtues of patience and resiliency. So that's it, dude. I hope one of the multitude of different ideas or paradigms that I shared with you are resourceful to you. And good luck, grow stronger.
Elliot said, what?